So once again, I had a company approach me with a product and said I'd try it. And I'm actually really impressed with this little plate. It's called Flybird. So anyhow, this thing is like $100. And it's definitely not a Galileo, but it is by far the smoothest ride I've ever had with a low-end vibration plate. I just want to show this to you here. I might bring you a little closer. I think it's a worthwhile investment. Like I said, it's not a Galileo. It's not going to give you bone density. It's not going to fire muscle contractions. But for $100, like vibration itself is good for the body. And what I love about it is how even it is. So I'm going to put it in. Another thing I really like is it goes for 20 minutes. So you can get a decent workout before it turns off. So the brand is called Flybird. I have a link to it on my Instagram link in bio. If you can see this, it says frequency 5 to 12.5 hertz. And this is exactly what I want to test before we start doing a warm-up, because I can just compare it to the Galileo. So we know that at 12 hertz is about the frequency where it starts to generate involuntary muscle contractions. I don't know if the ground forces on this plate are that strong, but again, I want to reiterate, this is the smoothest ride I've ever had from a low-end vibration plate. So I'm just going to turn it on. Of course, it has a remote. Of course, I've lost the remote already. So we get the light display, and then I can go with the speed. I can push it to 20. So I'm putting it to 20 minutes right now, and then start. And let me just put it flat on the ground here for you. Yeah. And you see, it's not walking. This is what I like about it. So with the other plates, you can definitely feel the difference of where the driving arm is and where the reciprocating arm is, because there's only one motor pushing up. Remember, I had that little orange one that I liked because it was super powerful and also really portable, but it walked. And the same with the VT vibration plate, which is the other lower end model that I enjoy. It walks because the ground forces are so strong that unless you're on it keeping it down, the motor will actually move the plate. And that feels very imbalancing for the system. But with this one, it's not. And when I stand on, it's super smooth. So I'm just going to use my fingers to hit the plus sign to turn it all the way up. So that's as fast as it goes. I don't know if you can see me kind of jiggling here. So if we pull my pants up, there's movement. I don't feel like it's as focused as the Galileo, but it also feels really smooth and even and good. Like it creates that watery sensation in my body. And when I do, I'm just going to show you like some cat-cow kind of movements, rounding my navel in and then extending it out. Let's see if I can give you a side view here. When I take a cat-cow style movement, I can feel the vibration move up through my body in a very similar way to with the Galileo, where it feels like it's following the engaging muscle chains, and I can begin to pour this vibration through me. So it feels like a lovely, gentle warm-up. Now I'm just going to move over to my Galileo, set it at 12.5 hertz, and do a quick compare and contrast, and then we'll do a warm-up. So the Flybird plate's still going. I'm going to take my Galileo at 12.5 hertz and push that there. So it definitely feels stronger. I feel more connection into the belly and the depth of my muscles. Like I can feel where the muscles are inserting into the bone around my hamstrings here. And it's a stronger vibration moving up through my body. I have my feet approximately as wide as they were on the Flybird. Yeah, and there's definitely more movement within my muscles themselves. I'm going to stand up and just stretch, and I'm going to go over because I want to test the evenness of this experience. The Galileo has these two steel rods that are driving even vibration through both sides of my body. So that's why this is so calming as well as so stimulating. And then I'm going to try the same thing over here on the Flybird. So again, a little more surface, a little more gross area. It's not going as deep inside, but I can also contract around that to pull the vibration in. It feels like it's about the same speed. Stretching up and then over. And what I like is that the stimulation is very even in my body. Yeah. So I'd say this is accurate. Flybird hits about 12.5 hertz as far as the speed goes. I think it's a pretty decent investment. It's not a Galileo. It's not $8,000. It's $100 right now. And it's super lightweight. So it's very easy to put in the back of your car, or even take in a carry-on bag if you want to get vibration with you as you travel.